Hi, and welcome back to this week's Self-Love Masterclass. My name is Renee. I'm a self-love teacher, coach, doula, and a Reiki master. And every single week, I come back here to help you to explore new ways to develop your self-esteem, your self-worth, and to develop the inner wisdom so you can manifest the life of your dreams. It's so good to be back here with you, and as you can see by the title of this video, I'm going to be talking to you all about how to let go of your past. Now, if you're a human being and you're alive, you have a past, which means that we all have these experiences that have happened to us, whether we feel they're positive or negative, that have shaped the way that we developed. They shape our personality, the way we see ourselves, the way we see other people, and the way that we see the world. And what we now know is that if you don't go back to early childhood, or you don't go back to adolescence and really check out the things that happened to you, you'll have all these blocks or all these insecurities or these things that trouble you in your adult life. If you've been struggling to create, to attract, or manifest something in your life, it's very, very possible, and in fact, very likely, that it's something in your past that's unresolved that's keeping you blocked. So in this video, I'm going to give you 3 simple tips. Okay, well, maybe they're not that simple, but they're good tips that are going to help you to let go of your past. So if you're ready, go grab your pen and your paper, add this video to your playlist, and let's get started. So tip number 1 is to completely accept your past. And I know that the past can be really painful and sometimes even very hard to look at. But why this is so important is because we can't really heal something that we're unaware of or that we won't face. Do you remember when you were a little kid and you were afraid of the monster in your closet? It's like the more that you avoided the closet, the more you sat in your bed and just worried about it rather than confronting it, the crazier and the deeper the fear got. And it's because memories or our imagination take over. The moment you actually take a look at what's in the closet, suddenly you have all this power because you can deal with what you can see. You can't bury the past. You can't run from your past. Trying to run from your past is like trying to outrun a shadow. It's always with you wherever you go. So the best thing that you can do is know exactly what happened. And then we go on from there. Once you've completed step number 1, you're ready now to move on to this step. And this is all about going from what happened to why it happened. Now, I saw Pastor T.D. Jakes talk about this, and he basically explained that when we spend so much of our time stuck in the story or the narrative of what happened, it prevents us from getting to this powerful place of why it happened. So the question you want to ask yourself here is, what is the major lesson that I learned as a result of experiencing this trauma? Or in some cases, it could even be positive. What did I learn as a result of experiencing this positive time in my life? Once you have an understanding of why something happened to you, it gives the trauma or the good old days purpose. Purpose that you can actually plant like a seed into the ground of your life so that you can bloom something new. Step number 3 is become the expert of your past. Now, before I dig into what all this means, I want you to know that this is probably one of the most difficult of the 3 steps. So really slow down if you need to and replay what I say if necessary. Becoming the expert of your past means really understanding the specific incidences that shaped your personality or changed the way you see yourself and the world. You want to understand how these things are impacting your life right now. Now, typically this is work that you would do with a psychotherapist or a trained coach, someone like myself, but I'm going to do my best to give you some examples so that you can try this at home on your own. Let's take the example of somebody who was bullied. If you were bullied and called stupid or called fat or ugly or something like that, because that hurt you and caused you pain, you would then try to find a way to avoid dealing with that or having to experience that again. Some people shrink in towards themselves. So they fear social situations, they become a little bit more introverted, they want to be alone more often, they don't have a lot of self-confidence, and so they don't go after the things that they want. Instead, they do the things that are easy for them. They're also someone who doesn't feel very deserving and may attract people who also mirror back to them that they're not deserving. They'll have a pattern of picking people who are not very kind or nice to them as friends or partners or business partners. On the other hand, you may have done the opposite. You may have decided that in order to be liked and to be popular and to avoid pain, you needed to be somebody who got on all the sports teams and worked really hard and always hosted parties or gave people things or that sort of thing. So it's like you become this overachiever or this perfectionist to try to make up for where you didn't feel good enough. And so in your life, you'll end up always being the doer or always being the person that people can count on or just giving way too much. And the experience is you feel burned out or you're in relationships where you often feel like there just isn't an equal exchange of energy. This is just one of the thousands of examples that I could give you. And since every person is different and every person sees the world different and has a different past, it's really important to do the work for yourself to see how you changed and what patterns you developed. And again, if you need help with that, work with someone, because this stuff is not easy, let me tell you. At the end of the day, my friends, it is so important for us to get up every day and make the choice that we are not going to let our past dictate our future. We have to say, I am not going to let my past hold me back. I am going to let my past lift me up. And if you are a spiritual person, as I am, regardless of what religion you are, or if you don't even follow any religion, then you likely have the belief that everything happens for a reason and that in some way there is a divine force or a divine order to the science that makes up the world and all of the beings in it. You are powerful and you can attract, manifest, and become anything you want to be. Together on this journey, we will do it. I know we can. Well, my friends, I hope that this video has been massively helpful for you. And if it has been, I would appreciate your support so much if you would give the video a thumbs up and share it with at least one friend that you feel it would make a huge difference for. Also, don't forget to subscribe to this YouTube channel. Self-Love Masterclass comes out every single Tuesday for those of you who didn't know because you're new to the channel. And then I do Q&A vlogs in between. So if you ever have a question, feel free to leave it in the comments below and I will add it to my list. It's so good being here. I can't wait to do the next video. But until then, don't you forget, we are in this together. Mwah.